आप गली बॉय है, बाजीरा मस्तानी है, पद्मावत है, and now Jayeshbhai as well. You seem to enjoy becoming a part of that context. वो आपका प्रोसेस क्या है?
अगर आप गली बॉय कर रहे हो तो to live that life, you get to do different things. Like उसमें रैप कर दिया, 83 में क्रिकेट खेलने को मिल गया. For Khilji, I had a workspace and I sort of created like a cave, and I was living there, and breathing there. So different characters, different directors, different methodologies. It's never really the same roadmap. Hi, this is Ranveer Singh, and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.
कॉन्टेक्स्ट की आपने बात कही, बहुत कमाल की आपने बात कही. जैसे क्या होता है कि आप गली बॉय है, बाजीरा मस्तानी है, पद्मावत है, and now Jayeshbhai as well. You seem to enjoy becoming a part of that context of the role that you're playing. You like to be involved with the world that is being showcased in the film. It's not you're merely thinking about your own character. You're thinking about the entire world. वो आपका प्रोसेस क्या है? वो उस कॉन्टेक्स्ट का हिस्सा बनना कैसे करते हैं आप?
It's different for different parts and different films and with different filmmakers. Sometimes it's dedicated and very concentrated work in workshops. Sometimes it's literally traveling to those places, meeting the people who you're basing your character on, taking cues and information from there. Other times when that's not forthcoming, you have to try other methods. Like I've spoken about my process for perhaps Khilji. That's not accessible. वो कब की कहानी है. अब आप how do you transport yourself to that era? How do you get into that mind space? Then you read books, you listen to music, you watch, you apply different texts. When I mean text, you can use a film as a text. You can use what are the texts that you're consuming? What is your diet? So I consume literally and metaphorically those things that draw me closer to the person I'm trying to become and inhabit the space and life that I'm trying to live, because that's the beautiful part about it, right? You get to live different lives. अगर आप गली बॉय कर रहे हो तो to live that life, you get to do different things. Like उसमें रैप कर दिया, 83 में क्रिकेट खेलने को मिल गया. I can be a rapper, I can be a cricketer, I can be, that's the wonderful part about what I do. And so I embrace it wholeheartedly. I just go for it. Coming back to Khilji, for instance, now I'm in the 2000s. How do you transport yourself? So you read about people who lived at that time, about tyrannical rulers, about torture methods. You watch cinema, you watch other portrayals of psychopathic characters, of sociopathic characters. You read about sociopaths and murderers and people who've commissioned genocide. Like how do you convincingly become somebody who can be a perpetrator of genocide? How do you do that? How do you transport your mind, body, and spirit there? It's through, like I said, different methods. So it's for Khilji, I had a workspace and I sort of created like a cave, and I was living there and breathing there. And like I said, it's what you consume. Change your diet. So I was eating with red meat 3 times, because for me during Khilji, I was like, it should come straight from my gut. So it starts then literally with the gut. So this is literally what you're eating. And Khilji, I was eating red meat 3 times a day. मैंने सोचा कि यार अगर मैं ये ऐसा करूँगा, it'll affect my temperament, it'll affect my body heat, it'll affect everything. So it started with that. It's down to what you eat. I was vegetarian during Jayeshbhai, because Jayesh would be a vegetarian. When I was playing couple, I was playing cricket for 4 times a day. I was doing physical training for 2 hours a day. That's like 6 hours a day of just training. But what else does an athlete? An athlete's life is constituted by training. So I was training. I lived like an athlete, um, and there was, at the time that I was offered 83, there was another offer on the table, very exciting offer as well, but that was of a very self-destructive character, you know. Um, Smoking, drinking. I didn't want to be that at that time. That was not the life choice I wanted to. I didn't feel like I wanted to inhabit that character. I said I would much rather be an athlete. So I chose that. I lived a healthy life, diet, training, exercise, mental preparation, everything. It was like like I said, you try and live those lives as much as possible. So different characters, different directors, different methodologies. It's never really the same roadmap. But what is common across characters is the process of preparation. You know, you take that time out prior to the commencement of the principal shooting of the film,
Right.
to go and transport yourself to that world and take yourself there where you have all the, because what are you doing? That's just it's a process of acquiring tools like creating a tool belt that you can use when you're rendering the character. You can access all of those things to make those choices when you're acting. Hi, this is Ranveer Singh, and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.